Well, good morning, everybody. I hope I fixed the sound toward the end. I'm not sure, but we'll see. So, happy Friday, everybody. It is already the second week of May. Summer is approaching, and I have just a topic for you because this is something that I found so interesting, and especially coming off on Wednesday webinar with David, I have learned a lot about this topic. Like I said, summer is here, is almost here. We finally have sunshine and warm weather here in Long Beach or SoCal for the last couple of days. It's actually up in the mid 70s, which I love. Um, by the way, so I love sunshine, and it's just like gloomy weather and gray sky just doesn't do it, right? So when summer is here, what do people do? I mean, including myself, we go out to the beach, we go out to the park, we go out and do more outdoor activities. So our body tends to me anyway, be healthier because we get more vitamin D. And if you do grounding, like what my uh guest has spoken about grounding, go out and walk barefoot on the park, the beach, whatever, in the park. uh, that's kind of getting the energy flowing in your body naturally. So what David had talked about is how do we prep for some of these body activities or exercise without using any stimulants. He spoke that he's not fan of caffeine, and I am not much fan of caffeine either. I do like a little bit coffee here and there because I do like the taste of the, hazelnuts, the creamer and stuff like that. Not so much of the dark coffee, the black coffee. I can't do that. It's just too bitter for me. So I rather not drink that at all. So, so if I have a cup of coffee, it will be just a small cup a day. That's in the morning, and I don't do any caffeine in the afternoon at all. That would keep me up at night. So with a lot of stuff that I have been using, it has increases my energies and things that I've been doing naturally with live weight patches, and among other things that I have learned throughout my journey with this community, a health and wellness community, and it's so fascinating of what you can do. I was at the gym the other day, and I met this two lady, and I've been seeing them for some times already. And we do elliptical next to each other and stuff, and they were sweating profusely. And she approached me and she said, "You are so skinny. How do you do it? I mean, we exercise probably more. I sometimes I don't see you here. And how do you do that? How do you keep your body in shape and not have to exercise so much like the way we do?" I said, "You know what? There's a few things that I do that I learned throughout my journey, and one of the things that I use is, of course, patches, right? But that's not all what I do, and that's not all what you should do. So there's a few things that we're gonna be talking about. I'll go over what David have shared and some of these notes that I have taken, and you're welcome to message me below, and then I'll send you more in detail because not all of this I will pronounce it correctly. So anyway, so we shall get started. There's many way that your body can recover naturally. And I learned that seriously the past few years, after you start, with LifeWave, because not just because I use the patches, but what the community and the team of people and the people that I have met through this health and wellness journey have taught me a lot of what your body can do. So your body has a natural way to support your blood circulation, improve strength, enhance recovery, and support vitalities, right? Without any stimulants needed at all. Some of these supplements that I'll be sharing with you, I never heard of before, and I never taken before either, until I have learned that from our community, and of course from David. So I'll be diving into some of this, And if you want more information, again, please PM me, and I'll be more than happy to share this with you because, sharing is fun. And especially if it works for you, it bring me gratitude and enjoy. And that's what our community is all about, right? So there is, of course, I'm not a doctor, far from it. I'm not a practitioner in a healthcare whatsoever, but these are information that I learned from David, the community, and of course, Google. There's a lot of information out there. If you want to learn, you can seek for it, and it's there. AI is amazing, and it's giving you information as well. YouTube, and as my upline or my mentor said, YouTube is your best friend. Anything you want to know, just YouTube it, right? So many of us know, so we're going to talk about high blood pressure a little bit. And this one is so, it's important for me because I have, my dad do have a tint of high blood pressures that he has to deal with. So he monitors his blood pressures every day. And I have to make sure that he doesn't eat certain thing, or we add some supplements, and I make sure that he exercise, even though he's not fond of exercise. But when I see him out in the backyard doing whatever, he's swinging arms and up and down, whatever, I'm happy. That's all I need. Go out in the sun and do a little bit of exercise. He's 87, so I don't expect him to go run treadmill or anything like that at the gym at all. So, a lot of us know someone or ourselves deal with this issue, right? So you're not alone. But this good news. There's other natural way to support your body with this issue. And as David suggested, there's a few supplement that you can use. And one thing, and again, I did not know anything about some of these at all. Taurine. This is a anti-aging, there's an anti-aging benefits, and it's also improved athletic performance. I believe, and I forgot to do this research, but I'll Google it later. I think taurine is part of those energy drinks. So, but they use that, but taurine is not. It's a great supplement to help with athletics performance, but also help with lower blood pressure as well. And then you have magnesium glycinate, right? Recommended dosage about 200 to 400. It is so affordable. It is widely available, and you can get it through Amazon or any health store, or even your local CVS or whatever Walgreens that you have. So easy to get, and it is so inexpensive. This is part of the supplement that we make sure that our patches user or brand partner takes every day. It is again that magnesium glycinate. And this one, the next one, which is going to be part of our Celogize, the night the night one, not the day one, which I forgot the name of. I know that we call it Celogize for the morning, and I forgot what's the name is for the night one. But it will be coming out sometime this summer, I hope. I know that our day supplement will be launching sometime in June, and did confirm that. And nattokinase. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. And I showed this to one of my chiropractor. He's Japanese, and he said, "You have this in your supplement? That's pretty amazing." And I said, "What is it?" He said it's a bean, the Japanese bean, and it is really powerful, and a lot of Japanese use it. But when you take it as a bean, it takes a lot, right? And it's something that not many people know of. So he was really surprised to see that this is one of ingredient that we'll have in our supplement that is launching. And the benefit is it's a natural way of reducing blood pressure and support circulation. And of course, and another added benefit is enhances sexual or support your sexual performance. If you are looking for that added benefits, by the way. And thiamine That is something that calm your nervous system and support the heart health. So, when you support your heart health, because as we all know, uh, heart attack is probably one of the leading cause of death in the US, right? And that is not just because of the heart attack, or you have weak heart or anything like that at all. It's because your overall lifestyle is bad. You don't exercise, you don't drink plenty of water, you don't get enough rest, you eat unhealthy food. You eat a lot of fast food and you don't take care of your body. So your whole lifestyle dictate your body, um, heart and everything else, and heart and functions as well. And the other thing that I found it fascinating is nitric oxide. So this one is has been known as a game changer for heart health and overall circulation. And you can find this in food, and summer is perfect, by the way, you guys, because these food or fruits has known to have high nitric oxides, and those are watermelon. I love watermelon. I just love, especially summertime. I think I have watermelon in my refrigerators every day, cut up and ready to go, and just it's so yummy, especially when it's hot, right? And then the other food like beets. I know that a lot of you don't like beets. A lot it took I don't know. I always love beets. My kids love beets. So it is something that you can eat, and it is increasing nitric oxide naturally. And, I know people say beet tastes like dirt. I don't know. It tastes good to me. So that also lower blood pressure and improve circulations as well. And of course, again, better blood flow leads to improved sexual health. So, that's a given, right? And it's a good benefit to have. And of course, faster muscle recovery and more energies. And we can talk about that in a little bit toward the end as to what we use in our community for faster muscle recovery to aid help in faster recovery and more energies. And the next thing that we talk about a lot is blood sugar and weight management. And this is something that a lot of people has trouble dealing with is the blood sugars. And we have a product as well that control the craving of sugar and overall craving, and then help control the blood sugars with some of the exercise or the patches that we are dealing with, right? So, question, I mean, who I used to anyway, had dealt with energy crashes after meal and having trouble with stubborn body fat. I did. I mean, I used to the 3 o'clock crash is my I mean, people talk about that, it's so true. I used to have that by 3 o'clock. My energy drop and I just want to fall asleep, especially after a big lunch. So I tend not to eat that big lunch anymore. I have a snack in the morning, or protein shakes or whatever it is in the morning, and maybe a snack during lunch, unless I go out with clients or friends and stuff, then I would eat big lunch. But if I'm working at the shop, I don't eat big lunch at all, because I do need my energy throughout the day, and I don't like that crash, sugar crash or energy crash toward in the afternoon. And stubborn body fat, been there, done that. I mean, I dealt with it. I have taken a picture of that stubborn fat area that I had. I know, don't laugh. And people, when I talk about this, people tend to like, you have stubborn fat. Yes, I do have stubborn fat. And that little bit of stubborn fat is still a stubborn fat, right? In my opinion. So I have taken pictures of that, and before we use as a product, and then also taking pictures a few weeks or probably 2 months after using the patches. And I've seen the result, you guys. I've seen the result. I know it works because I see it on me. And the other, so what else can we use for that other than the patches and some of the stuff that we talk about is another supplement that we that I didn't know exists. I didn't know what it was, and it's called alpha lipoic acid. And we are David recommended about 300 milligram 4 times a day. It controls blood sugars, reduce body fat, and helped diabetics type 1 and type 2 neuropathy. So this is just something that we it's out in public. You can Google it. It's there. This is something that we put together to recommend for you. But if you have any of that issue that you're dealing with and you are being treated by physician, talk to your doctor about it first before you get onto any type of supplement that I'm talking about here. I'm just here to share information, educate some of the stuff I learned, or share the information that I learned to you so you can kind of take a look at it, gather it together, and then go to talk to your doctor about it, right? And then the other thing is exercise. Exercise is so important. If you hate exercise or you don't do any type of exercise at all, you can get off this call because nothing going to help you lose some weight or nothing going to help you getting that body fat or prepare your body for the summer without any type of exercise. Even a few minutes, like 10 minutes or 15 minutes walking a day helps. And what David said, you standing up and get your body moving helps as well. So sometimes it's you working 9 to 5, you sit a lot all day long, you get into the office and then you just a cup of coffee right there. And that's all you do is typing up on the computer and staring at the computer. And you don't see sunshine at all throughout the day. You need exercise. When I used to work for office, we worked on the 10th floor. So my lunchtime, I would, eat light lunch, of course. That's what I like to do. And I would walk up and down twice on the stair as my exercise. If it's sunny outside, then I'll go walk around the building, and that's enough for then at that time, or at least that was I was committed to. Again, that's you got to find your you got to find that time to add in that exercise. So so when I said that enjoy seeing my dad outside in the backyard doing that, it is so great to have him, to influence him to be able to do that, because trust me, Asian at that age, they don't like exercise at all. I didn't used to like exercise until I found exercise to be really rewarding, really peaceful, calming for me. That's my me time. So I love going to the gym. And plus, if I don't get sore afterward, great, awesome. So there's one thing that David talked about, and I have done some more research after his webinar on Wednesday. It's called static contraction training. The traditional training, you are told to do repetition, like weightlifting, and you start with 10 pounds and you do 10 reps 3 times, and then until you can do it easily, then you can increase the weight to 15 pounds or whatever it is, and then you just keep doing it, right? And that is what traditional training, that's if you go to the coach, that's what they're telling you to do. And that's what I usually do when I do weight training. But this static contraction training is pretty interesting. There was a lot of study about it, a lot of research about it that talk about this, that it's not repetition. You don't have to even go to the gym to do this. You can do it at home, and it's only take a few seconds of muscle training. So it's what it does is I Google this and let's see if I can bring this up real quick. It said static contraction training is designed to deliver the maximum possible overload each target muscle or muscle group. So if you used to, for example, if you used to do bench press, which I don't do at 150 pounds, you would do and then you kind of repeat it, then you would do a 300 pounds and hold it for 10 seconds and then rest for 30 seconds. And that's what they recommend to do. So if you do curl, muscle curl, so if you do a 10 pounds and you go like this, right? And you do 15 reps or whatever for three sets, then you would just do it, you would pick about what, maybe 25 pounds, if you can lift that and hold it before you lock your elbow, and you hold that for 10 seconds, and then you rest for 30 seconds, and then of course you do it again one more time. And the other thing that they talk about that, and when I Google it, is that you don't do these training every day. So you would do it Monday to work on your muscle, maybe your upper body muscle, and then you rest and do some other type exercise Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday you do this training again for your lower body. So it's pretty awesome. I mean, I'm gonna try this starting next week to see if I can implement this routine in my training, and we'll see how that go, right? And of course, we talk about about gym and workout. A lot of people don't like it to go to the gym, and like I said, I enjoy it. But and I was talking to somebody else, is you need to have a mindset. You got to set a goal. If you love going to the gym in the morning, you wake up in the morning, that's the first thing you do. I don't like going in the morning. I like to get up in the morning, do my meditation or whatever it is, and I get my day going and go to the shop early. And then I hit my gym about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So that's my routine. And once I go there, um, it's funny, I was talking to another person that in order to keep you motivated, in order for him to keep him motivated, he goes to the gym and he watch everybody else and how they look, how they, their body and stuff, and that's what gave him motivation so he can look like that. With me, when I go to the gym, I don't look. I have tunnel vision. I just go do my things. I have my either my ebook on or I'm listening to music or whatever. I don't see anybody at all. I mean, sometimes people come up, my friend or some like have to yell out my name for me to even notice them because this is my me time. I don't want to talk to anybody at all. Except, once in a while I look at the person and smile and then we'll have a short conversation. So try this static training. If you are short of time, maybe go walking and do all that stuff, and then try this at home because you don't need much time at all. Like I said, it was like 10 seconds of doing holding the weight, and then 30-second rest, and you can do a few of different part of exercise, and maybe just if you add it all up, I would say probably less than 10 minutes of this exercise. It's time efficient, it's low impact strength training, and it does increase strength. And then when you do exercise, it does improve insulin since insulin um, sensitivity, and also help with your metabolism. And then, of course, people talk about it all the time, is that when you have fast metabolism, you tend to be able to lose weight faster. So, and then it's also good with people with joint pain and limited mobility, right? Because you don't need to extend it all the way and stuff. So overall, it is a great exercise that you can do, to start with. So recovery. Before we go into that, and then the other thing that I want to add is intermittent fasting. And this is something that, if you can practice it, it's not too bad if you think about it, because people don't eat at night, right? So it's already, if you sleep 8 hours a day, 8 hour of fasting with no food. So you add a few more hours into it, and then already you have an intermittent fasting. So if you stop your eating by 6 o'clock in the evening, and you don't take in anything at all until about 10 o'clock in the morning, you already have the right, you already started the intermittent fasting. So when people hear intermittent fasting, they get scared. It's like, oh my God, you don't eat for like 16 hours or you don't eat for 14 hours. It's not as bad. Okay, so try that. It does help promote fat burning, balance blood sugar, support cardiovascular health. Now there is a different there is a hours because our hormone for women is different. So the length of fasting for men and women recommended anyway is a little different. So the men, you can go 16/8, meaning 16 hours of fasting and 8 hours of eating. So you eat between, whatever you need to eat within that 8 hours period. For women, it responds better with 14/10 or 12/12. So 14 hours of fasting and 10 hours of eating, and then 12 hours of fasting or 12 hours of eating. And from what I remember, I think women, you should not do that every day. So you want to take a break of that at all because of our body respond to hormones changes and all this stuff is differently. So again, you want, if you have any health issue, you want to make sure you consult with your doctor or dietitian to before you start any type of anything that I recommended here. So, recovery. There's something that we use in our community or in our LifeWave community a lot to help into this what we talk about so far. Let's say with our energy enhancer, which is one of our first product that David came out with, and he said that it helped fat burning 23% within the first 20 minutes. 23% of fat burning in the first 20 minutes by using the patches. Who does not want to just burn the fat by just putting something on, right? 20%, 23% in 20 minutes. And then it help you also support that energies that when you go out and do exercises as well. And that was one of the product when I have that I use every day, especially when I have long hours scheduled work coming up, and that make sure. And when I go out and walking the golf course with the boys, energy is always on my body. And the other thing that we have too is carnosine that reduces the lactic acid buildup, and which delay the it will help delay the muscle fatigues and improve the recoveries. And it helps also in athletes. If you have anybody in athletes, I use that on Tyler, use that a lot when he go out and play golf to help him with stamina and focus. And of course, we have the X39 and X49 to help with muscle recovery and strength and gaining that strength. So those are patches that I use, especially the day that I go to the gym. I make sure I have those on my body. But if not regularly, I do use X39, X49 every day, and carnosine probably 3 or 4 times a week. And then we add on glutathione when we need to, and but I make sure the glutathione is on me, especially when I'm out in public dealing, networking or whatever that you have on, or when you're traveling, because that help with your support your immune system. And we talked about glutathione last week, so I hope you pay attention, or you had that information already about glutathione. So, and then the other things that I want to offer, and again, you can Google this on your own. I will be 59. What month are we? We are May, so it's May, June, July, August. So in about 4 months, I will be 59. So I am enjoying my journey so far. So I try to, I I can go to the gym and do a lot more stuff, but a lot of 59, 50-ish, 60 and 70, they have to do a lower impact exercise. So I found some exercise routine for those that wants to do exercise, but afraid to get hurt or they don't have gym membership. There's some exercise that I found in a PDF form that I can share with you if you like to get do like some of that so you can do this at home and help with your your muscle and your strengthening of the bone because you do need to exercise to help with your bone strength and so osteoporosis doesn't set in and you don't have risk of falling and breaking your bones, right? So these exercise, I looked at it, it's pretty awesome. It is low impact, it's easy to follow. So if you like that, just drop a comment on, below, and then I will send you the PDF form with that. So what else we can talk about? I guess that's about it. These are the things that we know that you can do naturally and help you support your weight loss journey. And hopefully you'll get your body and to where you can go and enjoy not just body but physically strengthen so you can go enjoy your summer with your loved one, go hiking or whatever you do, activities, go on a trip and not have to feel tired and just like go to Disneyland with your grandkids and you sit most of the time. That wouldn't be fun, right? So thank you again, you guys. I can talk about this for a long time because it is something that I find it so amazing. There's a lot of information out there that you can look up and help support your health journey along the way. There's a lot of support group that you can do. You belong to the gym, again, talk to the coach. If you're in the Monrovia area, I do have a gym that I can recommend you to. So, so again, a coach, whatever, find a support group, find a friend that you can go out and walk with, especially summertime's coming. So enjoy your summer, enjoy this weekend, and also happy Mother's Day to everybody's out there. Without my mom and it's everybody else in my life that I view as mom as well, I wouldn't be here. So thank you again for all the mom out there. I have an amazing two kids. Unfortunately, they won't be here for Mother's Day because they are traveling for golf and I won't get to see them. But you know what? I see them every day and they already treat me with the greatest Mother's Day gift as being the best son ever. So happy Mother's Day, you guys. Are you lady? And I will see you next week. Bye now.